Chamberlain.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, for granting this urgent question. Now, we all know the conflict in Ukraine has been devastating and the resulting humanitarian crisis is out with the control of any other government. And we are now familiar in this House with UKVI and the Homes for Ukraine scheme. But refugees, not customers without passports, are required to go through additional checks at in-country visa application centres, following which their permission to travel is provided in person. And the majority of those that are required to go through this are very young children who do not yet have their own passports. And the problem is that the VACs are not providing anywhere near the service required, and the Home Office seems to be unable to do anything about it. They have been outsourced to TLS Contacts for the last 9 years, with their contract renewed twice. And however, before the current crisis, an inspection found that they were missing targets, there were a lack of support for vulnerable applications, and that there was no transparency from the Home Office in relation to the service level. My own constituent case exemplifies these problems. Sophia and Krill are 4 and 7. They've experienced significant trauma from the devastation they saw before leaving Ukraine. Their application was initially submitted in mid-March, and it was finally, I'm pleased to say, granted last night, but weeks after the adults in their group were able to travel. In that time, the family made 3 visits to the VAC, each time waiting for hours and then being sent away. Each child was issued documentation that was factually incorrect and had to be reprocessed, and throughout this the family was moving between temporary accommodations to Poland with no certainty and no funds. My office has been extensively involved in trying to conclude this case with representations to senior Home Office officials and via the Minister for Refugees, and even they could not get answers, Mr Speaker. It was admitted by one official that this is not the service we should accept at a basic level, never mind for families fleeing war. So my questions for the Minister: what are the current oversight arrangements for TLS Contacts and for their day-to-day operation of VACs? What steps are being taken to improve such oversight and to prevent the current black hole where no one has overall responsibility for their proper functioning? What was the outcome of the Minister for Refugees' visit to see the areas surrounding Ukraine? Did he visit any of the VAC centres? What issues did he identify and what steps are being taken to resolve it? What steps are being taken to immediately ensure that FAVs are issued to families promptly and without error? And what steps are being taken to ensure proper communication with families? I'm not asking for an update in a particular case, I'm asking about a fundamental question about